What is wrong with you, Jeffrey? I came here out of the kindness of my heart. There is no kindness in your heart. I put a knife in you one time. You want to go for it again? Okay, anyway. What a trailer for next Tuesday. What a trailer. Now, this video, let's talk about that statement that Veronica blurted out in the midst of her emotional state after seeing Jeffrey on top of another man. Do you think that Veronica has any kindness in her heart? I'm listening. Seasons 1 and maybe into 2, I could say yeah. But when we get to the current season or even the past couple seasons, I think no. Nothing Veronica does is done without a purpose or a reason behind it. Even when it's something that wouldn't benefit her right away in terms of her long-term goals, it's to benefit her. Like, you know, even David called her out on this. Even Jeffrey's like, you don't want to get Jeffrey out of jail. You're the one that put him in there. And the only reason you want Jeffrey to sign those papers and put Benny Young behind bars is because he pissed you off. That's it. That's not kindness. Back during season 1, when it was, you know, begging and pleading for Veronica to take the case to help Hannah get Benny out of jail for the whole drugs and car thing, that was kindness. Even David was saying that what happened to the kind, warm, loving woman that I married? Because you've always been controlling, but never to this extent. I believe he said this when Veronica was tearing up the Sarandon Hotel bar. So at one point, yes, there is and was kindness in Veronica. Do I think there is now? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say yes, but it's buried deep down there. I mean, it's buried deeper within Veronica than Quincy was in Candace's backyard. Let's just put it that way. I feel like Tyler Perry has definitely not to make a pun here, but dug himself into a hole with the whole Veronica character. And same thing with Candace, and I'll do a video on that as well, that you've just written this character to be so crazy, psycho, cold-hearted, controlling, Jekyll and Hyde personality, but you haven't really written Veronica. This is one mistake I think Tyler Perry has made with Veronica and Candace for that matter. You haven't written these characters with any redeemable traits, any redeemable storylines. No reason to make the audience, because a lot of people do point this out to me in my videos when I talk about Veronica or Candace. Is like, man, say what you want to, but I love watching Veronica. She's cray cray. That's entertaining to watch sometimes. And yes, Veronica, regardless of how I feel about the character, she still has some of the best one-liners on the show, hands down. But you're not really giving me anything to make me sympathize for her character, to relate with her personality, to feel sorry for her. So if anything, Veronica is just around for show. She's kind of like the show pony, if you will, where every time she shows up, oh man, you know Veronica's about to start some shit. But I feel like the mistake is we don't really feel a reason to feel sorry for her. At least I don't. Let me know if you feel the same way. But I think that Veronica does have kindness, but as of lately, she hasn't done anything that's been kind. She hasn't treated anyone kind. I mean, you can argue, well, she treated that judge that way. Well, that's true, but it was all an act just to succeed in her plan with locking Melissa away. And I guess you could say one time I did feel sorry for her was the fact that Benny did disrespect her in her own home by showing up unannounced and then having sex with her son's fiance, even though we know that's a, you know, facade. But I did feel bad for her in that moment because she did feel hurt. But at the same time, you know, she doesn't own Benny. They aren't officially together. And to be honest, he was tricked into showing up there, but he wasn't tricked into being put on that couch. But honestly, the fact that she's, you know, showing up, abusing a restraining order, destroying another person's property, calling people out of their name and stuff, that lines up with me not feeling bad for her. So let me know in the comment section below, do you think she has any kindness in her heart? Will that part of Veronica ever be shown to the audience again? And what do you think of her character?